And now for a taste of things to come.
So the wall will get built, but we may not have an agreement today. We probably won't. Nancy, would you like to say something?
Well, thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity to meet with you so that we can work together in a bipartisan way to meet the needs of the American people. I think the American people recognize that we must keep government open, that a shutdown is not worth anything, and that you should not have a Trump shutdown. You have the White House, the Trump shutdown. You have the White House. Let me just say one thing. The fact is, you do not have a vote in the House.
Nancy, I do. And we need border security. Nancy, we need border security.
The House has passed a continuing resolution that extends government funding until February 8th.
We have a disagreement about the wall.
And here are some of the steel slats that the president's been talking about right here. But as we're walking along here, we're not seeing any kind of imminent danger. There are no migrants trying to rush toward this fence.
That is some high-level trolling. You have to love that stuff. That is
President Trump threatening to seal the southern border after talks to reopen the government stall. We're also learning that President Trump is skipping his annual New Year's Eve party in Mar-a-Lago due to the shutdown. Fox News confirming now that Nancy Pelosi, soon to become Speaker of the House, is not in D.C. She's on vacation.
This is a humanitarian crisis, a crisis of the heart and a crisis of the soul. I have invited congressional leadership to the White House tomorrow to get this done.
A wall is an immorality. It's an old way of thinking.
Then why do wealthy politicians build walls, fences, and gates around their homes?
Day 24, the partial government shutdown over funding for a border wall. The president hunkering down in D.C. over the weekend, willing to work on a compromise. But about 30 Democrats left him hanging, choosing instead to take off for a winter retreat in Puerto Rico.
I've been here all weekend. A lot of the Democrats were in Puerto Rico celebrating something. I don't know, maybe they're celebrating the shutdown.
And it's just rarely good optics to see a politician without his clothes on.
We're going to go in there, we're going to impeach them all.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi sending a clear message to President Trump. This is my house.
The State of the Union is off.
The State of the Union is off.
After House Speaker Nancy Pelosi suggested President Trump postpone his scheduled address until the government reopened. Pelosi citing security concerns in her letter to the president, adding he's still welcome to make the address, just not on Capitol Hill.
Now, Kelly, do we have a response from the White House yet?
We do not yet have a response from the White House. They're aware of the letter.
Meanwhile, some of the new Democrats in the House gathered and went over to the Senate side of the Capitol, urging Leader McConnell to put individual funding bills passed by the House on the floor, another form of pressure.
So how did Trump respond to Nancy? He canceled her trip to Brussels.
The president waited until Democratic lawmakers had already boarded the bus to leave Capitol Hill before calling off their trip.
Trump, Nancy, Chuck, Jimmy Acosta, Rashida, Alexandria.
It's like an electronic dog almost to detect drugs.
But once you get to like the tippy tops.
Just another slow week in Trumpville.
Babeology.